Hello, everyone out there. This is Bernie Tully from the Pittsburgh law firm of Tully and Tully. This here is my son, Michael Tully, who's an attorney.
Hello, everyone.
And obviously he's the one with the hair and the younger and everybody else. He's the heir apparent to us, our position. But we're the Tully and Tully law firm, the father and son law firm. We're based in Pittsburgh, PA. Our phone number is 412-281-8700, and we concentrate our practice in car accident cases. That is probably 95% of the cases that we do these days. And we thought we could try to explain to you just a little bit about what this whole process is about how insurance companies come to a number as to the value of your case. There's got to be a lot of questions you might have about, well, why is my case worth this and somebody else thinks it's worth that. But here's what in doing this for 40 years, here's what I find some of the most important things are regarding me. And I'm sure my son Michael, who's the tech person around this office, will be able to chime in at some point or another, and please feel free to do it. But today's video will be about damages. That means, in plain language, money. Like, how do they determine how much money they should offer you to settle the case? That's really what we're talking about in today's video. They being the insurance company. I guess it doesn't even need repeating that the insurance company, as anyone out there listening and is still awake knows, they're not on your side. They're trying to find ways not to give you money. That's what the key to all this is. That's why you need, in our opinion, a law firm like ours, the Tully and Tully law firm, at 412-281-8700 to try to fight for you, because these insurance companies they go actually to training about evaluating your case and minimizing it. So what do they look to? Well, one of the first things they would look to in these kind of cases, and let me just preface by, we're not TV attorneys, we're not TV actors, we're straight up attorneys who try as hard as we possibly can to get you the most money for your case.
We are down to earth and approachable. We're here for you if you just want to talk about your case, and if you are involved with us, then just let us know what's bothering you, and we'll handle it from there.
So one of the first things on these cases about how they arrive at a number is damages. So what do they look to? One of the first things they'll do is they'll get photos of the accident scene, and they'll see what the damage is to the cars. Now, if it's a huge collision and it's, bang, and, you see all this stuff flying in the air and there's debris all on the road, and your car's totaled and the other car's totaled, that's obviously going to be a real good start in terms of getting a higher number for the value of your case, because it's something visual. You're actually entitled to get money for a case in which you get rear-ended and you can very visibly see the damage to the car. That's still, you're entitled to money, but in terms of value in the case, when there's a huge damages to both cars, that's going to get their attention. So that's probably the first thing you'll want to do. And the number two thing, and probably the most important thing they're going to use to evaluate your case, is not your word, not your testimony, not my testimony, not Michael's testimony. It's going to be, what are your medical records? The records tell it all to these insurance companies. Because if you go to the emergency room, if you go to your family doctor, you get physical therapy, you see a specialist, if you, God forbid, have to have surgery, they're going to get all of those records, and they will read every single line of all those records, trying to find ways to minimize your injuries. Well, yeah, there's this, and this in your report, and I know that she was very badly hurt, Bernie or Michael, but, it says that she had an accident 3 years ago. So that's the biggest factor they use, is your medical records. And then the second factor involved in it is they would look to, well, what's your work loss? Did you lose any work from this? Was there some time that you just physically couldn't do work, and your doctor says that in a report? She should be off of work for X number of months because of the damage to her, and because she has a broken foot, a broken leg, a broken arm, and she works at a computer all the time. They'll use that to evaluate it also. And you can see I made some notes on this, but then they'll look to, like, for the fact, did you get a concussion? A lot of times clients in an auto accident, they have a concussion, and they have some memory loss, and that's extremely valuable in terms of getting the case to be viewed in the light most favorable to you. They'll also want to know if you're currently still treating or if you've done all your treatment. What we usually do is wait a little while until you've done all your treatment before we send them over a package on it. So use all these numbers, put them all together, and then put it in what they call an evaluation range as to what the value is. And at that point, then they'll give us a call. Now in the second video we're going to do, we'll follow up from there and talk a little bit more about what's involved in this process. Because we're big believers in trying to keep clients, over 7,000 over the years that we've had, informed as to what's involved in the case. Again, our phone number is 412-281-8700, and I really mean this. Michael and I are here to try to help you as best we can. Anything else, Mike, to add to this?
No, I think you covered everything, and looking forward to making more videos. So
all right,
thank
here
you
we go.
guys.
There's our most recent mag.